Hello everyone, welcome back to Stonehearth Meet Banto. So we're back at our keep, another building episode. And we're gonna be doing a lot more, maybe get started with a couple of different decorations today and also do some more shape to the building. So there are some areas at the moment that I feel are kind of like missing some shape. For example, I think this area, way too flat over here. I think this area is pretty good. We might need to have a few more like decorations, a few other things surrounding that area, but that one is in a better state. So what I'm thinking of doing, I want us to be able to go from inside to this place and maybe even go outside as well. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna be extending this. So we could use this tool for this. However, I think it will maybe be better if we do a new room. And this might cause some trouble, we will see. Yep, you can see it drags down the entire building. So what we can do here instead would be we're making a room here. First we push it down because we want it to be one more step further down. And then what we do is that we grab this, and I think we grab it so it's even one block free. And then we just, Then we just take this and we try to move it where we want it to be positioned. I'm thinking now if we take this one, let's see, I can do it. Extrude this out, so let's say we want to have 15. Let's say we want to have 9, so that's pretty good. So then we can add like a door to this area. And maybe it makes sense if the door, I was thinking here, but maybe it makes sense if the door is more towards this side. Now we just extrude this up again, and it doesn't have it to be the same color as this, but I do think it's gonna be quite nice if it is. Then we're just gonna go for the column, gonna grab that color, there we go. And I'm gonna make a very similar roof to the top we have here. Something like that. And grab that color. And for this one, I don't think we're gonna make it as fancy, you know, with these cool things. It's gonna be probably more something like this perhaps. So it's gonna not look as amazing, I guess, intentionally. However, I wonder if we should take and make a column here. Maybe not. I think we skip that. And I think here would be a pretty good position to maybe have like a roof hanging out. So if we grab our wood color, then maybe we see how can we get this to be. So I think we do this. Let's see, to make this easier for us. Let's just go like this. I think this is gonna be the easiest way. Drag like that. Then what we do, we just go with this one. Here we go. So we have these going out. And these are kind of like pointing out very far. So I do think it would make sense if these are also like maybe connected to the wall, like this. Have a little bit more support, pretty much. There we go. And we can also do this if we want. I'm not sure if we need that. However, we might be doing, so you can see the shadow. I think that is right above probably. Yes, it is. So we maybe do want to like go like this. They maybe remove one at each here. Or what we could have done. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so we just drag this up here. Then have it like this. Then you can imagine under here we might store some stuff pretty much. And there's the final one. Make sure that one doesn't get left out on this, right? So that should be this one, right? There we go. So that can be some nice little place, and if you want to make it pop out a little more, so we're using a lot of like sand material, we're using the green color. And we could use the green color here in between, can try that first, but I'm thinking of maybe using some red or maybe some yellow or something to make it pop a little bit more compared to the rest of the place. So I'm not sure if I even want these to go like that. We can just pretend it is inside the cloth as well, I would say. So let's see if we go to like some yellowish color. Let's just try to fill it in directly. I think this might be a little bit too different than everything else, maybe. So what we could have done is maybe kept those and then we could have just gone like this. And then we would pretend that these are, you know, inside of the cloth. I think it kind of makes sense, right? So we could go like that. And then what we do is that we either we go like this kind of pattern, or we just randomize it. In this case I might actually maybe go with this. However, I'm thinking of doing at the very corner here, at the very end, to have one color. I don't know, maybe that wasn't a good idea. Could go like that. I'm not entirely sure if that's color I want to go for. The other one would be more this like reddish color, so if color it is all, I think this might be more suiting. I kind of like the yellow color though, it's pretty nice. So what if we do it a little bit more random, a little more scattered like this? And we can use 3 different colors. I like to do that quite a lot. I think it looks kind of nice with 3 colors. That looks fairly similar, right? So I'm not entirely sure for the red. I'm not sure. You guys can give us an opinion on that. We're not gonna build it. I think maybe actually I might have liked the yellow better. Let's try to just go back a bit. I will see. We'll leave it at red, and you guys can decide and help me in the comments with that, what you think. So let's get back to this roof. And this one is gonna look a little bit random as well. And what we can do with this as well, since we haven't built anything, which is a good thing, is that we can actually take the wall here and decide like, okay, maybe we want it to be, you know, open here, so it can actually go on the wall and on top of this thing. That can be used as a defensive position as well, and who knows, there might be another door here. I don't think we need it since we have one here though, but I think this could be pretty cool. So I think I might go there, or we will open up around here, or here as well. I think it was kind of nice here, but I think this makes more sense maybe. And what we would do then is to grab that color, fill that in, there we go. Very neat, very nice. And I'm thinking like up here, what we can decorate, we can have some urns, since we are right children after all. And, you know, we do need some kind of storage up here as well, I would say. And I like to use some crates as well. I like to have some variety of my different pieces. And if you haven't seen the trick before, here's a trick for you if you haven't seen it before. You may have very well done it. So if you use the freestanding wall, then you use the hole tool, you remove that, then we can actually add one on top of this. Which is a little bit tricky at this position, it seems. So it probably is better in this case to add 2 of these. So we just do the exact same thing. Then we add it on top. And then we can just use the hole tool to remove this. And it's important to use the hole tool, because if you would use the rubber, then that happens. So it removes it. But you can do it for the first one. And then they will place it like this. I don't think it's 100% success rate, but it's a pretty good amount. And to make this look even better, I'm gonna add 1 small crate. So maybe it's a bit odd that they have a lot of storage here, but I think it also kind of makes sense. It might be some goods that they're bringing in. There might be some weapons. There might be like arrows, bolts of the crossbows. Could be all kinds of things. So there we go, some decoration for that. And then we're gonna need a lot of like torches or like candles. Let's see what options we have. So we have this one, we have a small torch, this one, but we also have a lot of other ones. So separate candle. This one I think I've never seen. Small green glass jar with accompanying small fire. Never seen that. But what we may do, we could maybe put these on the walls. I know Rice Children, they do kind of have their own thing as well. So let's stop searching. So we have the clay lamp. We also have the golden oil wall lamps, which you can also put here. And you know, they might be kind of fitting. I think for the entrance that might be pretty good. And maybe here in the corner we have one. They need to be able to find the doors, right? And I think this is good enough for finding this door. Most likely is. Just before I go too far away from this, I just want to add a little bit of more color variety to this. There we go. Pretty neat. So something more I want to do. I think I want to add some lights on the wall at this side as well. So it will light up and it might intimidate, you know, the enemies, like do not attack this place maybe. We're not afraid to show that we are here. This is how I fought. And then I think we need some lights up here as well. I'm not sure if this is the best one to have there, but maybe we'll see. We'll put that at 2 above. So I think once you start to like add all these decorations, smaller little things, it just makes everything look better. So if for example now, let's look into like banners. So I'm kind of a fan of the yellow banners, these ones. Green is pretty cool as well. I don't think it fits here though. Red is very, very much, you know, Rise Children colors, I would say. But I would say I probably prefer to go for... This one's also pretty cool. I think we're gonna go for yellow ones. I'm thinking of hanging them just below the windows. Like that. And we should definitely have them at the entrance as well, right? And we can also use the smaller ones, maybe big, and then we'll go for a small one like that. Make it pop a little bit more. And I think to make it look even better, I think it might be a good idea to... Let's see this one. Okay, let's see if we have a more fitting one. Just to make it like darker under these. I think that's gonna make these pop out a little more, like we're creating some fake shadows pretty much. Maybe, we'll see. I think it could work, let's give that a try at least. It might give the different shapes a bit more of a definition, I would say. You can do it under the roofs as well, like this. Get a little bit more believable, so to say. So there we go, fit in a lot. And we can also do that like under these as well. Let's get the fake shadows going. Okay, there we go. And I'm kind of leaning towards maybe having a few more of these like poles going out. Maybe on this side we could have more windows maybe, so we can try that first. So let's look into... Should I go with that or that? Let's give it a go with this one. So let's say we have starting one in between each. This would be a lot of windows. Or we just go with freedom like that. I think that might be pretty good. So that was directly touching the wall. So let's have another one. There we go. So they look kind of the same on both sides with that thing. Very nice. But down here I feel like we need something So I'm kind of leaning towards maybe doing these little things, just to break it up a bit. But it could even be like, so we imagine like these are pointing out like this, so they're actually supporting what is above, right? And we can do the same thing at the other side to get the same result. There we go. I think that's pretty good. Yes, that's gonna be great. Alright. So I think before we get too far as well, I want to colorize this a bit. I'm thinking I do the borders in one color like this. It's not very noticeable, but it is there. I think I do maybe 2 in width for them. Make it pop a little bit more. Okay, that should be good. We could also do so that the very edge is even darker. Might be too dark maybe. I think that's fine actually. Pretty good. Sometimes when I do these buildings, I'm not sure if that's something I would like to do for this building, but sometimes when I do buildings, I think it's kind of cool to add this like, you know, little support thing at the downstairs here, to like cover up the wall sides. You would go around and like add this everywhere pretty much. Pretty much at least around like where the building is. So let's give that a try. See if we like it or not. It would be an easy thing to remove. Around the ladder though, or the staircase, I'm not sure if we want that honestly. Maybe, I don't think so. However, in the stair, I might want to like carve out a little bit at the side to make it look a little bit less flat, I would say. And we could do this thing over here as well if you want to. But maybe I will only do that on the front because it's gonna start to look a little bit weird here, right? I'm gonna remove it entirely actually. Let's go remove it. But it's good to experiment a bit, you know? See what you like, see what you don't like. Then you can adjust. And maybe we could, I'm thinking of like removing a little bit here. Like that. Very nice. So some other suggestions was add like some benches, so yes, somebody join in the comments as well. So I wonder if I want to have these kinds of benches. They feel very fancy. It feels more like, I would probably expect more like a more of a rough one. I know this is like the main building of the military kind of in our town, but somehow this just feels a bit too fancy for me. But I guess we could have it. Maybe. We could give it a try. So now we have, let's see, we should have the same distance between 2.5, 2.5. Then I'm thinking that we could have something in between there maybe. And some other suggestion by Joy was to add some more trees here as well. So we definitely can have some trees here. But maybe we will have like some trees sitting here just, you know, in front here. So it's gonna be hard to add them now, but imagine there would be like a tree here and a tree here. Maybe a tree here, maybe a tree here. And maybe in each corner, right? I think that could be pretty cool. Okay, so this is the entrance. We're also gonna make some roads, but that would be, I would say that would be most likely a separate build on its own. So let's do some fixes now. So when you're building as well, you need to like go to these things, tag that as a roof, because you know we don't want to see all these things. We want to be able to look through things. But to do this in a better way, what you should do first is that we should probably remove this, and we can tag this as a wall. And then we go to this, and then let's also do it for this one. So what I'm doing essentially at the moment is I'm making sure that this is still gonna be visible. So select this, make this a roof. Then what I do here is I just extrude this out again here with this one. Let's bring back what it was pretty much. Stop the see-through. And then we add this little missing part. This missing part. And then instead of having it as a wall, we set it as blocks again. It's gonna remember that. We don't have to do it for that one because we didn't change it. But you see, now we can see the staircases still. In this case, we probably want to make these... We could make them a roof, might make a lot of sense. But it might even make more sense if it is a wall. Because maybe we only want to be able to look through it from a certain direction. And the direction is the arrow, the green one here, so it's pointing into the building. So if I go this way, I see it. If I go this way, I don't see it. So let's go with that. Great, okay. So I think we're gonna continue with like setting up like a little bit of the inside, the staircase and so on. So to go to the floor below, we just go to this one, click that, click that, click that, click that, click that. So here we have our first staircase going down. So like I said in some video ago, I'm probably gonna utilize the same space for making another staircase. So let's give that a go. I'm just gonna go back a bit, add this, and this is where we start climbing up. We're utilizing kind of the same area for getting to the next floor, which should be pretty good, I think. It looks, however, that we do come up just under this window. Let's see. I think that could be fine. So to do is just go in like that and remove a little bit here, and that should be good. That should be good, I think. However, let's see. Let's go down again. What we actually want to do for this as well is that we don't want it to be this way. We want to have this full thing to stand on, so we actually want to go like this. There we go, we got enough height to step there, so that should be good. Like I said, it's a bit weird to come up next to the window, but I'm pretty sure I've seen that in real life as well sometimes. That should be fine. So let's grab a color, make sure I recolor that. It's not supposed to be that. Okay, that's all good. Okay, so then we need to be able to get up to the other floors. In this case, however, since we don't want to come up on a balcony, right? It would be... I don't know, it would be kind of odd. So I'm leaning towards making a staircase here in the back, maybe. So let's lower the floor again. So let's make a pretty kind of basic staircase going up here. We could, if you want to do it like this, then we kind of come up almost in the center. Then we go up here, then we look where we are, then we remove this. We remove that, and now we have access to that very, very top floor. Very nice. And we can do some protection. We don't want to fall down and hit ourselves. Not too hard, at least. I'm thinking of here in between. I'm thinking of having some decoration, but I'm almost thinking of having like something like this here. Maybe that's not that thick thing there, but maybe something like this. Just goes outside a bit, and we can have some decorations on that. So let's go to the decoration one. Look at these beautiful cat statues. I feel like we need some... We could have that. I mean, it's for the soldiers, but you know, the soldiers can also have cats, right? We can have some little bunnies. They are awesome. Love the little bunnies. I'm gonna have them there, I think. We could use these. That would make a lot of sense as well if we like use like these ones. I might do that, but you know, there can be bunnies in the back. So some beautiful buns there. That should be good. Very nice, very cute. Alright, so let's look into some flowers. So let's see, I think it's called pots. These are really beautiful, but they are kind of hard to craft, I think. If it hasn't changed recently, maybe. But we're looking for planters, actually, the name. Workshops and utilities, here we have them. So these we can plant whatever we want. Like I said previously, I would love to have these in like different colors. So you have like this color, then you have like a more marble color, then you have a green, black, gray, blue, whatever color you want. I think that would be awesome. So I'm thinking each side here will have some flowers. And then we also have this wide clay planter box. So I'm kind of leaning towards having some planters in the back here as well. Clay window planters. We could use like these. I wonder if you go for the wide ones, if we go like this. So we don't have under each window, but we have like kind of in between them. Which will be a little bit odd at this side. So let's maybe just go like that from the outer one, and then have two. There we go. Very nice. It feels like we need more stuff up here, so I'm actually gonna grab the wood cutter. We might have some window here, we'll see. I don't feel like I want to have too many windows though. Got some support. I'm not entirely sure for that row of them coming out there. It would be kind of cool to have, could almost be like, you imagine like a symbol. This kind of looks like an upside down cross maybe as well, but that's not what it's meant to be. But imagine it would be like a sword or something. I don't really like how it turned out though, but imagine. Okay, that's pretty good. Okay. I still feel like we have to do something more here. We can also like divide these so they are split up at first. There will be two separate paths up. They can even go like this. And then they kind of come together later on in the middle. But I'm not sure if it's a good idea. It's just fun to experiment a bit. It looks a bit odd as well. Alright. So the top, I don't think we really have to do very much up here. Like we can have some braziers and stuff like that, like which was also suggested. The cast iron braziers would be pretty nice. Find a piece that allows provide some warmth. That should be good. And I think we can have that. Let's try to have that at like the top here. And I think we can definitely have that up here as well. And probably like, you know, going up here to this place. They're a little bit finicky to place. Somehow they require 3x3. It looks like it should be 1x1, but they require 3x3 for some reason. It's a bit odd. I also have these ones. I don't want to have those. I want to have these probably. This one could be nice. So like I said, they're a little bit strange to place, unfortunately. I would like to see them actually change that it only needs a 1x1. I don't see any reason why. I guess for lighting it up maybe, but I don't think so, right? Okay, that should be pretty good. We can have one here as well, but I don't want to have too many of everything. So let's look for banners again. So let's go for the yellow ones. I think you can have some banners up there as well, and probably can have some hanging here as well. Maybe can have these as well. Could be cool. There we go, beautiful. Yeah, that should be awesome. It looks kind of empty this side, but I think that's fine. I don't think we should make things too busy just for making them super busy, right? But you see, now we have access to all the different stairs. We got some more decorations out. So I think in the episode after this one, we are gonna most likely finalize the building. That's gonna be the final part of this build, most likely, hopefully. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and do let me know if you have some more suggestions for things you should add. If I did something you think I should remove or adjust or anything like that. So thank you all for watching. I do hope you all had a beautiful time, and I'm looking forward to see you guys next time. Thanks for watching and have a great time. See you soon.